What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back out here at the Cabover. I took yesterday off, a little bit of relaxer, and helped Amber get a couple things moved in the house. But if you haven't already, go over to my second YouTube channel, Bruce Wilson 2. We worked on my buddy Jared's truck and got a couple things in on there, and there was a little bit of information on the predicaments we got going on with this truck too. So if you're not already subscribed, go to Bruce Wilson 2. Subscribe there. Link is in the description below. And follow me on all my social media stuff. But today we're jumping right into the Cabover's engine. I'm going to be pulling the exhaust manifold off, the coolant manifold off. We're literally tearing this baby completely down. Hopefully we can get down to the oil pan today and get all the oil drained out of it I just put in it. And get it drained and get the pistons and rods at the top. So today's goal is to get the top of the engine torn down, get the heads off of it so we can take those to the machine shop and get him to go through the heads and get them all redone while we do an in-frame on this bad girl. So we're going to hop right into it. First things first, guys, we're going to get this exhaust manifold off and get it out of the way, and then we can get this coolant manifold off. We've already got our coolant draining, I think some is draining up there in the front. So I'm going to get this manifold off. I've already pre-sprayed all the bolts with PV Blaster, so enough talking, let's get them loose. I already busted this one loose, so it came right out, but they are, I guess we need to get some standard impact sockets because all we've got some metric, so. It's stuck up there. Well, we got all the bolts out of it, everyone. I don't know what's holding it. Rust? Well, it's probably never been off. Oh, it's probably got dowels, alignment dowels. Yep. There it goes. Yep, it's got alignment dowels. This ain't no regular exhaust manifold like on a pickup truck either. Dang, that's a big girl. Woo. We may be upgrading this and replacing it. I'm not sure yet. Depends on if I find any cracks and how much a replacement one is. All right, exhaust manifold's off. I guess we're gonna see about getting all these coolant hoses off of it. And this is what's called the coolant manifold. It connects all the coolant to flow through all the heads and whatnot. So see if we can get that removed. And then we'll go over there to the intake side and get the intake off. So I'm finding lots of things on this truck that were half-assed, not by us. Obviously we're trying to do everything the best of our ability, but this is a hose that's just chilling up here that doesn't go to anything, and I followed it. It's actually an old AC hose that goes up here to the box, and what they did is they literally just ran this one not in the loops where it's supposed to go. So obviously we're going to want to run it all the way through here how it's supposed to be instead of like that, and that'll get rid of one huge hose. It's not supposed to be there like that. So I'm going to take a razor blade, cut it in a couple spots and get it out of here and remove it, and then we get back to getting these hoses off. Well, you guys seen it where we've got the water coming out of it now. We pulled a couple hoses out of the front of it. I don't know if they're stopped up or what. Doesn't make any sense, but you can see water's draining. It's not coolant. There's no antifreeze in it. I did a little taste check and there's no antifreeze in it. So Don't have to worry about harming the environment. It's just dirty water. Well, folks, I got all the bolts out. Pull this coolant rail off of here. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll set her over here somewhere out of the way for now. Right there it is. All right. Let's let me pull all these off since we're not worried about getting dirt in the motor now, so we're gonna be rebuilding it. Well, I guess I can leave all those in the holes for now. Yeah. Well, this side's pretty much ready to go. We just need to go to the other side now and pull the after cooler off of there, and yep, get these heads off of here. Okay, guys. So first thing on this side, I'm gonna remove this shifter bracket, and this air line here comes out of the air governor. And I want to say this controls something to do with turning the engine fan on and off. So we're going to be going through that, but all these little air lines are going to be replacing right here. I did get approval from a DOT inspector that we can use hydraulic lines that are used for hydraulic fluid and stuff like that, because they're rated for like 3,500 PSI, and they're a lot higher temp than anything to do with air. So he said those are good to go. You can use those. So get this bracket off right here, and then we'll start pulling the intake off. Well, folks, I got all these miscellaneous lines hooked up. I was on a phone call, so I didn't really film that, but we're gonna get all these other, I guess we gotta unbolt the cooler from it first, and then it'll come off the head. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. Well, that should be all the hardware that holds this thing on. See what? Gotta pull these hoses out of it. Oh, this thing's heavy as crap. Jesus. Jeez. There's a no light bird here. Ooh. Crap. Dang. That's ridiculous. Woo! All right. We'll take it and put it on the other side for now.
Go heavy there or what?
Yeah, this thing weighs like 100 pounds.
God, it's full of water.
Yeah, let's take all the water. Ew. Blood. Alright, damn it.
It wasn't much water after all.
Alright, it's right here. I guess that's held in, but we can look in there and clean it. Doesn't look too clogged up. Now we'll worry about taking all these off a little bit and checking out the condition of that after cooler on the inside. Let's come over here and make sure there's nothing else left to unbolt from these heads. Here's a nut that fell. Well, it doesn't look like it. Gotta get these
Water lines off.
Out of breath. Gotta get these fuel lines off the back of these heads, and there's little jumper lines right here that connect the fuel to each head that gotta come off. We'll get all these loose with a good damn, I'm out of breath. A good screwdriver, and then we'll get these heads off. So these heads are pretty heavy too. So right here in between these heads, guys, are these little connector tubes, fuel tubes that have the pressure side and the return side on them, and we've got to take these loose in order to get the heads off individually. So don't quote me on all this. I'm not a professional big cam Cummins 4 mechanic. I'm learning as I go, but we're figuring it out. There's one. I can't wait to see what these pistons and cylinders liners look like. Never worked on a big engine like this. Biggest I've ever worked on was like a 6.7 Cummins or a 7.3, and the 6.7 pistons are 4 and a 4.125 cylinders. So, all right, oh, that's it. That's easy enough. There you go. Get this one off. This should be the last one. Yeah, the front's just got plugs in it, so. I feel like we could, if we really went at this hardcore, like hard balls of the wall, we could do an Inframe in a weekend.
Well, if we have all the parts in stock. But
Yeah, we had like everything here, pistons, liners, all the correct tools, and everything. And I do have a torque wrench that goes up to 400 foot-pounds, guys, so I don't think this engine, it might have something that torques down that hard, but someone was saying we need to replace these O-rings anyways when we were doing the injectors. So there you go, guys, we did those. So put that in a box, Aaron. So I've got the camera now for a second, and guys, I wanted to show you these cylinders are full of oil. So that tells us right there that turbo was obviously like super bad, or we have an issue somewhere else. So I'm kind of glad we're tearing into it to see what we got going on. I'm gonna pass the camera back over there to Aaron, but today I am gonna put into use my brand new 3/4 inch Milwaukee Impact Police head bolts out. So should pull them out. We're gonna start from the inside out. Imagine I'm gonna do this with a breaker bar.
Ooh.
There, I said something. Now we're gonna have to. Might have to that one.
You said shit, didn't you?
God dang it. Look how long these freaking, look how big these babies are. These are huge.
Well, you see the push
dang
rods.
it. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to my Snap-on man and give him a sincere I'm sorry ahead of time, because we got a pipe on the end of our breaker bar here. Here it goes. There's one. See if the impact will buzz it loose now. Alright, so we just got to get them to budge a little bit. I'm going to come to that side, do that one.
Wink.
Yay!
I can see the handle fucking too.
I'll try not to like let it go and hit anything we've just polished. Alright, let me come over to that side, I guess.
It's a little scary standing that close watching you do that too.
Yay!
Glad we're using yours and not mine.
I like how the wind's getting bad all of a sudden. Good thing I put pads on this for my knees. Shoot. Alright. Let's see if that's enough to
Break them loose.
impact to do its job. This thing must have like smart technology. Once it broke loose, it just goes easy with it. There we go. Alright. Now I get look down inside here and check out our cylinders. I wish we knew if this thing had been rebuilt before. I don't think it has. I don't think it's ever been rebuilt. Well, I know it's not the proper way to do it, guys. We're going to grab the edge of the spring and... Oh, that was easy. Climb up here and try not to bust my rear. Hold this head off. Yeah?
It's easy to lift off, but it's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. Guess I'll put it right here. Ooh, it's real heavy. Dang it. Well, folks, I went ahead and pulled the gasket off of it. I think I mentioned before that, or someone mentioned in a video that one of these cylinders was going to get water or fuel in it because we pulled the first injector out of it. So here it is. Definitely have a lot of carbon buildup on them. I don't think the pistons are melted at all. Because it did have a little bit of a miss, probably from the bad injector. Injectors being bad because it's old. So there's the first head off, guys. There's dirt in there for us pulling the head. We're gonna get these other two off now and see if we find any damage. Hopefully we don't, and we can be a smooth tear down. Come on, Aaron, push on it. You got how many broke loose? 2?
3.
Come on, push. Hey, take your bar and put it further out on the bar. Extend it out there. Get it on out there.
What leverage you got?
Right there. Now hit it.
It's breaking your
Keep
bar.
keep it straight up. Like this.
You gotta keep it straight.
You gotta keep it up.
Push it. That's it. Once you get it broke loose, that's it. Move on to the next one. Mister, I can leg press 400 pounds. Can't leg press 400 pounds on arms right here, can you?
I can leg press 800 pounds, you asshole.
There you go. Next one.
He's strong like bull.
No, Aaron not stronger like bull. Aaron's stronger like pussycat.
That one wasn't torqued as much.
No, come to
It
this one
wasn't
right
as
here.
rusty.
Come to this one right here. There you go. There you go. All right. Now
Most
come-
of the ones you did was with an impact. So I
all
don't
right,
really
now
know.
I'll do all those on that head too. Well, everyone, Aaron got all the head bolts broke loose, and we used the impact to buzz them the rest of the way out. Get this head set right here. Let me get it moved and see how this cylinder looks right quick before we set it on the ground. A little bit of dirt in there, but that's from us. I don't see anything other than just bad, you know, not really bad, but
Just carbon buildup.
carbon buildup and stuff like that. These cylinders actually look really good. So, let's see what this one lies in store. It may not even need an in-frame, but you know what, guys, we're going to go ahead and do it so it's all fresh and 100%, you know,
Get all the power we can get out of it.
correct, so we don't have anything to worry about. Let's check this one. Get this dirt out of the way. I'm sure people are cringing or boo-hooing about that. That's okay.
We can pressure wash it later.
I love my viewers. I like reading all you guys' comments. All the criticism I take as constructive criticism. Alright, I think that just a bunch of carbon buildup, probably from this old injectors being old, and well, we'll get these heads out of here and get them out of the way, and then get the engine rotated, check cylinder wall, stuff like that. So we can get these all put in the back of the truck, and if we still got time, we'll run up to the machine shop right quick and we'll come back and do some work on it. So there's the heads, guys, or one of them at least. Got it pulled off. I don't really see any visible cracks anywhere. I don't know much about big rigs, but I'm gonna go to the machine shop and let him look at them, see what they think. Aaron's bringing the other head over right there. We're gonna get it set up here and tidy up the top of the deck of the engine, and get our tools put away, and then come back out here tomorrow, and we're gonna get the oil pan off of it and the rods out of it. We are gonna be posting on the second channel tonight, so that's why we're dipping out a little bit earlier today. On my second YouTube channel, guys, we're gonna be rebuilding those Rockwell axles that we're going in the mud truck, the 5 tons, and we're getting them ready to be put up for sale. So go check out that. We're gonna go to the machine shop. Hold tight. All right, guys, so I made it up here at the machine shop, to Henry's, and we got the heads all dropped off, and he's gonna get them done. He says in about a week. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on in here. You know, it's the good old boys that have the best machine shops, right, John? All right, guys, so we're out of here. Go to the Bruce Wilson 2 YouTube channel, link in the description below, and check it out. Video going up tonight of us rebuilding the freaking 5-ton military axles, guys. Make sure you go to brucewilsonshop.com. Grab your Will It Start merch, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the new channel, guys. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on the turbo, excuse me, that we pulled off the semi truck to someone, so we'll catch you guys later. See ya.